God, I hate this episode. I'm sorry for the language, but still, this episode is shit. Like, very much. Hey everyone, Jessica here from Nick, and we're back to a new Simpsons review, and like I said, this episode can go screw itself. So, this episode is pretty much another parody of It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life parody. Where it's a world where Bart isn't a Simpson. Or pretty much Bart not existing as a Simpson. A world where Bart was not a Simpson. But yeah, this episode can go screw itself into a gutter. But yeah, the episode starts with Bart just are different kids at the elementary school with these kids at this reading books to little kids, and Bart just reading this book and just drawing in the book, just talking about where milk comes from when it doesn't really, and yeah, just making the kids laugh, and yeah, the kids are drawing in the books, and Marge and Homer are being screw-overs at Bart, and just yelling at Bart and just telling him that he ruins everything. Like, Bart just ruins everything. Like, that is just cruel. That is just cruel. Even for those parents, that is just cruel. We've seen Marge and Homer say that Bart was an accident, and how horrible he was of a creation. Like, again, this episode can just go screw itself. Of how horrible and stupid it is. Like, God, I hate this episode. And, it's just mean-spirited. And this plot has been used so many times. It's a Wonderful Life plot has been used so many times in The Simpsons. And I know. I've told different people this on different YouTube videos. That to keep the show going, they have to recycle old plots, right? Like, to keep the show going, they have to recycle old plots once in a while. Recycle plots from different episodes. But still, this is definitely the worst that they made. And yeah, even, of course, Lisa and them just angry at Bart. And yeah, going towards his teacher. And apparently, Bart's teacher and everybody else are thanking Bart. Thinking that Bart is a wonderful kid. Is a wonderful child. And yeah, I don't care. I'm not even focused on how Ralph just drew a magical portal or door to wherever. I'm just more furious and angry at this episode. And yeah, Homer and Marge just can't get over their head of how everybody thinks that Bart is a wonderful kid, and Homer and Marge just can't see that. And yeah, it's like they just don't like their own kid, which when they go to sleep, when they wake up, they're in a completely different house. And this is where we enter the world of It's a Wonderful Life. Pretty much, this is going to be, like I mentioned, this is going to be showing a world where Homer and Marge never had Bart. Because in this world, they only had 2 kids. In this world, they only had Lisa and Maggie. Bart was not such thing. Bart was not such thing in the family. He was not a thing. Then we see a Bartless morning. And yeah, we see the coat racks, which is Marge, Homer's, Lisa, and Maggie's. Some pictures that just showed them. And them just dancing into the shower. And Lisa waking up. And Maggie. And yeah. We get to see Homer and Marge's jobs. Which Marge is a doctor at a vet. And Homer is a worker of the stadium that presses the buttons to make the audience cheer. And yeah, they almost get it to 100. And yeah, Mo goes to Homer goes to Moe's, and yeah, we see Principal Skinner all happy and having a girlfriend and having no troublemakers in school. Which, again, there's a point I want to bring up. I want to bring up something on the It's a Wistful Life. You know how Jorgen tells Timmy when Timmy is saying the world's much better off without him, and when Timmy says that Francis was no longer a school bully, and pretty much stating, and Jorgen also stating that without Timmy being born, Francis had to find a new leg for his life, and pretty much implying that Timmy was the only kid that Francis bullied. No, it wasn't. And this also implied that Bart was the only troublemaker in school. Hello, Nelson, hello. I'm sorry, but still, this episode's stupid. And yeah, while they're driving home with ice cream, they hit a homeless boy, which is Bart. But again, he is not their child. He's just he doesn't even know where he is or where he's from. He doesn't know where he's from, and yeah, he doesn't remember anything. Which the chief says that he's gonna be taking him in until they figure out where he comes from. And yeah, he scanned some pictures of his butt, and yeah, Marge and Homer take him in, just for a little while, and yeah, Homer just ends up falling asleep while Bart just fake snoring, and yeah, jumping on his bed, and Lisa not taking any of her stuff, out of any of her Malibu Stacy stuff out of the boxes, which people do that, and that's fine too, people do that. They do not take stuff out of their boxes, because again, if you keep them for a long time like Funko Pops and stuff, they'll be worth something, right? They'll be worth a lot of money, which yeah, people do that, and it is clever to do. So you can relate to Lisa. And yeah, Bart just causing trouble, and yeah, just making everybody angry, and Bart just putting "eat my sorts" on Lisa's bag, and burping in Lisa's face, and yeah, just making them angry. And Homer just telling Bart to just stop pressing buttons, and yeah, making everybody laugh and reaching the monitor to 100. Sure, it's a good thing, right? Sure, it's a good thing, but it does not. Any of the good things don't excuse how horrible this episode is. And yeah, Marge says that chaos is coming, which, yeah, this pregnancy reveal party. And yeah, she just tells everybody to quit it and eat her sorts. And yeah, it gets Lisa to go watch some Itchy and Scratchy. And yeah, Lisa's laughing. And yeah, Marge and Homer say that Lisa's laughing, that they never seen her before. And yeah, they say that Maggie's enjoying this book, which apparently Bart drew into it. And yeah, the chief just breaks down the door. Just here to take Bart away forever. Which, yeah, he tells him goodbye, and Marge and Homer saying that they like him and they don't want him to take away. Which, they wake up. They wake up from their dream. And they go to Bart and just all happy that Bart is still with them, and it was just a dream, and they like him, and they just realized, which Bart does say, what do you mean, they just realized. But yeah, again, the sweet stuff from this episode does not excuse how awful this episode was. But yeah, hopefully I enjoyed it. Like, and subscribe to the channel, for notifications turn on so many things I know. And this was my, by far, in season 34, and the series as well, my most hated episode of The Simpsons, of course. None of the good stuff excuse how horrible this episode was, and how mean-spirited it was.